Hey everybody, it's Beverly. Um, this is a short tutorial about gathering information about our community. Um, as you can see on the screen, it says Analyze Community. I'm in the course site. I'm under Module 2, Analyze Community, and this is where we're talking about the community risk assessment. And so as we are learning, there's a couple of facets to the community risk assessment. There's our people, and then there's the problem. And in order to fight with the people, there are a lot of facets to that. There's economic issues, there's infrastructure, there's um, um, education. There's all these kind of levels that can help put people at a higher risk of fire or injury, and that's what we're trying to discover. Every time I teach this course, I have to do a new tutorial because something has changed on the web pages. The American Fact Finder is part of the U.S. Census, and census.gov, as you see in the screen there. Um, there's a couple of different things on the census site that can help us. One is something called Quick Facts, but the other is the American Fact Finder, and that's what I will use right here. If we click on that, it takes us to American Fact Finder. Now, this is the disclaimer that up here you will see that starting in July, I think this was of last year, or July of 2019, all new data will be released on the new data platform, which is data.census.gov. And I went there and I was confused. And so I decided that we're just going to use this for right now. Um, you can, the census website is a wealth of information and it's a really robust website, but you do have to kind of take some time and play with it and find your way around. There are a lot of tutorials on it as well that can help you. But since we're just kind of hitting the highlights of our community risk assessment and the people, we're going to look at community facts. And this is where you can put in the information and get information about your city, your town, your county. So what I'm going to do is I am going to enter Swainsboro. Oops, hopefully type it correctly. Swainsboro, Georgia. Okay, so Swainsboro City. This is the city limits of Swainsboro. That is where East Georgia State College is. So here we see you can get some, you've got the 2010 census, of course. The census is done every 10 years, and anytime you go to the census website, they're going to want to give you a job. But they also do population estimates throughout the year. But I'm just going to go here to the 2010 population. This is the real deal. So we see here there's 7,277 people that live within the city limits of the city of Swainsboro. On the side over here, again, we can look at the median age is 30, and you can look at different age groups here. Again, I am just kind of plugging through here a table viewer. We see that, I mean, and think about our high risk groups like here's the over 65. I'd have to do some math really quick, which we all know is not my forte, but you can see how many people are 65, 90 years and older. There's 61 people that are 90 and over. And here's under, the median age, again, 33. And this is based on the 2010. So we can go back again, and then we can click on housing. We need to know about housing. Let's see. Housing characteristics. Are there empty housing units? Are they owner occupied or renter occupied? We're almost half and half here. How many are vacant? How many are for rent? The race of the householder. This gives you some information about that. And again, these are just quick snapshots of information. Income. Excuse me. Income here, let's see. I don't see the 2010 in this list. Our median household income is $28,000. Let's see. The American Community Survey says, the survey says, um, here we have our population 16 years and older, how many are working, um, and they do give you that margin of error there, how far they commute to work, which here's 22 minutes. What do they do? Of course, I'm looking to see, I have to look across service. A lot of that has to do with the college being here. Natural resources are big. When we get down here to, let's see, agriculture, finance, um, what kind of industries are here. Anyway, you can read all this for yourself. There's our median household income and the mean household income. Um, and then you can see, again, per capita income per person, um, health insurance coverage, um, below the poverty level. It's pretty big here um, when we look at that income. So this gives you an idea. This is going to tell you, of course, when we look at something like income, this is going to give us an idea about perhaps the age of the housing. Here's poverty that goes along with that. Um, Here's 2017 American Community Survey. Um, and again, we can see how many people are in poverty. Let's see, this one has a lot of information. Educational attainment, a lot of high schools, not so many college, and certainly not so many bachelors. Um, and again, you can read all these. I'm just trying to tell you where to find this information. Okay. So that is under the AmericanFactFinder.com. And again, you can get the demographics of your community. You can get veterans, or obviously you can show all. So this gives you a lot of information about your community. So that's the American Fact Finder. Now, when we're on the census site, um, and I'm going to do, I don't know where this is going to take me, but I wanted to show you, this is the census.gov. You can go to Explore Data and Explore Data Main. And then it gives you a lot. This Quick Facts is another place to get some of that really good information. So you can look at both of those. Again, there's our Quick Facts. This is, I think this is like the country here. And so you get an idea of the demographics of our population in the country. And again, it works the same way. You can put in your town, your city or town. You can even select a fact that you want to know. So QuickFacts is another place to find information. So you've got, you can go from, let me see if I can go back to the fact finder. Just click the census mains page and it'll take you to the QuickFacts. The other place that you can find, I'm going backwards here to our course site, is USA.com. And truthfully, it's easier to use. We click there and we can put in our state, again, Swainsboro, Georgia. We can search and there we go. So here we go. Here's the population growth, the median income. Let's see, our population and races. Here you can see the population growth, the breakdown of the demographics of the people, income and careers. Here we go. I was trying to scroll down. There's our incomes again, income distributions, family incomes, and then let's see, housing. We've got housing. So you can see again, and this one seems to be a little more user friendly than the than the census website. Now, USA.com does get their information from the census. But something else that we see here, natural disasters and extremes. You can look and see, what is our earthquake index? What is our volcano index? Um, we could have a tornado here, that's for sure. Oh, excuse me, I just sneezed in the middle of the video and I didn't know how to pause it. There are no volcanoes found near Swainsboro. We did have a recent earthquake, that was in 1976. All right, so the air quality, environmental watch. Of course, our map can't be, you might need to use a different computer than I have here to look at that. So anyway, there's a lot of different information here on the USA.com, and it seems to be a little bit easier to find. Um, it's just organized a little better. So those are two sources that you can use to find information about your community, about the people part of your community. You can also obviously find information about crime, about the weather, about the natural disasters, which can also give you a different picture or a better picture of your community as well. So if you have any trouble with these, let me know. They are on the course site. Um, it should be very easy for you to find. Obviously, you found this because that's where this video is. There is another video down here that's going to talk about the problems, how we discover that data. And I hope that that makes sense to you. And I think I say this in that video, and I want to say it again now, that we're only touching the surface of a community risk assessment. There is a self-study course that's going online with the National Fire Academy that I intend to make a part of this course very soon that delves much deeper into the whole piece of assessing our communities for risk because it's more than just finding out the information. It is what does that information tell me? And that's what we need to get down to. So we have a large or a high poverty rate. What does that mean to me from the standpoint of risk reduction? And so we'll get into that a little bit later, but I did just want to kind of walk you through this. This may have been a little confusing. I hope not. The census site is a little confusing in and of itself, but certainly if you have any problems, I hope that you will let me know. Thanks so much and have a great day.